You made it to NFT.London.
Yes,
You were brilliant on stage.
Thank you.
And passionate. I went up and I didn't ask any other speaker a question. You're the only
Really?
speaker I've asked a question this entire time. And I just had to know your driving passion and purpose. So rather than me retell what you said, can you just start off by introducing yourself and telling me what drives you to pursue this legacy around the Web3 industry?
I want to make an impact that lasts longer than my life.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm changing people's lives that have not even been born yet. And this technology will disrupt every industry, and I think that we have an opportunity to build the foundation to make sure that future generations aren't in this, what I believe right now is a fucked up society. It's, a society where most of the world doesn't have the respect and the care for human life. At this moment, we don't have the desire to build with other people. We no longer are living in a place where it takes a village to raise a family. We're operating as independent cells, and I really want to bring that back, that connection back with people, and our way of educating and onboarding and giving people activations within the projects that I'm doing to build relationships between people who have never met before. And that's kind of what Web3 has done, and now I really want to just take that on a global scale and touch people who aren't able to have the iPhone 14s, you know what I mean, and they can't have the Oculus, so how can I make that impact? I need to partner with legends, big brands that really care about making an impact, and indirectly to them, they're actually creating a longer lifespan of loyalty in their customers. So it's a win-win, and we'll have a healthier world at that point if we do that.
I love that.
Thank you.
So you mentioned you're from California.
Yes.
So what do you think about the culture of California that is different in terms of fostering humans that think like you do? Because a lot of my friends, men and women, every age, every culture, every ethnicity, a lot of us that are from California, there is a consistent talking about impact, purpose, legacy, multiple generations in the future. I know that all sorts of people talk about that, but I do think it's a little bit different. So what do you think about the culture in California and how that's maybe impacted you, either as long as you've been there, or I'm not sure what your background is there or whatever?
I believe for myself, I come from Northern California. I grew up on a farm. So it was a very simple life. And I was able to see moving to LA, the hustle and bustle, but it's those quiet moments, those intimate moments, those family game nights that really matter a lot to me, and getting to know the human spirit and how can we help each other. So growing up on a farm, someone had to get the eggs out of the hen house. Somebody had to go hunting. Somebody had to pick the vegetables out of the garden, and somebody had to pull the weeds. So it took our family, it took a village, right? And so that is embedded in whom I am. And with regards to in LA specifically, a lot of people that I've met there, they may have already experienced like the highs of life, and they have the time and the resources to better help and understand like, hey, I've made it to this level of my life, now what's left? And so now, how can I help others? And I that's just my perspective.
Tell me about your project that you're working on that you shared with us on stage today.
Okay, which one? So we have the government project.
Multiple, the general.
So first, I am working with a senator in California, Senator Bob Hertzberg. He is actually the first senator to pass policy with blockchain technology in 2018. And just 45 days ago, I believe, don't quote me on the number of days, maybe 42 days, but policy was passed to put vital records on blockchain for California. Birth certificates, death certificates, marriage licenses, and I'm so excited about that. Just opening up the government to being more efficient and being able to be a better provider for its constituents. And so now we're working on a project which will consist of 10 ways that we can implement blockchain technology.
I love that.
And we're starting with the county of LA, which happens to be the largest county in the United States. And so let's we're doing that right now. So I'm excited to build that up. In regards to one of my personal favorite projects is with Magic Johnson.
Right.
And we are really just branding him in Web3 into what he is in already, what he is and who he is in real life. So he's a community leader. He's an example that people look up to as being an entrepreneur, from buying, his Starbucks, his Fatburger, his AMCs. But what can you do outside of basketball?
Right.
And so our ultimate vision with this is that we bring together the global community, the literal global community of underserved people, and create a community where we can serve each other, buy each other, buy things, educate. So we're going to educate in financial literacy, Web3, entrepreneurship, and provide access to IRL activations leading up to building this metaverse community. And so what we understand in terms of mass adoption is people don't care if it doesn't affect them today, right? I don't care. I can't give away free tickets to go to NFT.London, plane tickets, first class, nothing. They won't go. How does that affect my rent today? How does it affect my lifestyle today? And so what we can do is give them IRL today. How can we uplift you in your credit score? How can we teach you about entrepreneurship so that you can create a living in Web3 now? And then once you complete this programming, have access to funds to be funded through our bank partners. And then we're kind of just like, here's the carrot, now let's get it. You indirectly are in Web3. And then hopefully we'll help close that wealth gap and more equal distribution of wealth globally.
If people want to follow up with you and learn more about what you're working on, how would they do that?
Miss MS_NFTY. Social handles.
MS_NFTY.
Miss Nifty. Thank you so much.
So happy that you came to be on the stage. And I can't wait to get that information out to everybody through our channels and, of course, this conversation as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
For anybody that's watching this, welcome to London.
Yay! LA and London.
That's right. I'll be back again with more of this very soon. Now, you do your thing.
West Coast in London.
It's true. Both from California. That was
Thank
fun.
you so much.
That was fun.
I really appreciate your time.
Yay.